Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you.
Breaking news. Supreme Court shelves hearing of Ihedioha application. The Supreme Court has adjourned hearing till March 2nd. Nigerians, the politics, there we go again. So they want to keep this game, postponing it. Why? Hope is in office carrying out their activities and planting their persons in the state. For what was the reason they gave now to postpone the hearing, which they slated for today? They were not under pressure. Nobody pressurized them. Nobody put a compulsion on them to put the date on today. They have postponed it to March 2nd. Anyway, March 2nd is around the corner. Well, yeah, we'll continue with the news. The Supreme Court has adjourned hearing till March 2nd this year in the application by the People Democratic Party, PDP, and sacked Imo State Governor Emeka Ihedioha. The PDP and Ihedioha are, by the application, praying the court to, among others, reverse its judgment on January the 14th this year, which sacked Ihedioha and replaced him with Hope Uzodimma of All Progressive Congress, APC. At the moment of the case on Tuesday, Ihedioha led lawyer Kano Agbuba sought for time to enable parties file the necessary papers. It's sorting for time to enable parties to file the necessary papers. So from the time that they were given up until now, it's not enough time for them to file out and to sort out the necessary papers and their witnesses and whatever they have to support their documents. Only in Nigeria. Request other lawyers in the case to do the same. A seven-man panel of the Supreme Court, led by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Ibrahim Mohammed, in a brief ruling, grants the request for adjournment and adjourned the case till March the 2nd, 2020. Nigerians, like I said, the politics goes on and on and on. And there it goes again. They've adjourned the case. I hope they will not continue indefinitely to keep adjourning the case and keep moving it forward. That's one thing they are good at. Probably they are waiting for orders from above, from their master, to tell them what to do. But you know the truth about this case? It's not just PDP that is interested. It's not just elites of Nigeria that is interested. Even the international community is interested in this case. You know, the international community has such influence because Nigeria as a country, we are not sufficient on our own by ourselves. We do trade with other people, we liaise with other governments, and we have termed our government as a democratic government. And for you to be a democratic government, there are terms and conditions. If you are under sanction, like some countries are right now, there are some things you can do. There are some amenities you cannot get. And no man is an island. So also, no country is an island. We all need other nations to work together. When we have allies and there is, for instance, the threat of Boko Haram, if Buhari calls out and asks for help, we will get the help. Guess what? The EU and the UN came into this country about a month or 6 weeks ago and asked your president, Alex Jubrim, if they need help with the fight against Boko Haram. Why you have not seen them is because your president assured them that if Nigeria could fight against, could have the civil war which happened in the Nigerian could have the civil war and we're able to walk along with it, that definitely they can handle it. But that's not true. That's not true. The civil war was only fought in the East. And up to date, they've not been compensated or even included. The East has seriously been marginalized. They've still been calm, cool, collected, and just working out how to get their own republic called the Biafra. But guess what? Your government is trying now to infiltrate Remember that among every 12, there is a Judah in it. So, Hope is an APC candidate. Please, guys, don't get me wrong. Oh. I am neither for PDP or APC. I don't know Ihedua or Hope Izeduma. I don't know either of them. But I'm just giving you the politics and the analysis as it is. Okay? I'm saying it based on inference, what they have said, what they are doing, and what they stand for. Hope, as soon as he came in, do you know one of the first words he said? Muslims are going to be included in my cabinet. As much as it's not a problem, why would he say that? We know that the Southeast, I'm not saying there are no Muslims there, that there are no Igbos that are Muslims. It's predominantly Christians. Although they might have other religions here and there, why do you have to stress it out? If you are stressing it, it means that you know that there is something wrong. When somebody starts emphasizing something, it shows that that area or that matter should be looked at closely because there is a bone of contention. It goes to, in fact, to tell you that he came in with an agenda to propagate his master Buhari's agenda in the Southeast. Remember, they are trying to seize some states. Legally, what the APC have in the South is a those states. They tried to infiltrate into Bayelsa State, but they got shot. They used their own gun to shoot themselves on the foot. The candidate that Oshomole screened for them, because every political party should have a screening process in place to be able to ascertain whether the candidate that they are bringing out qualifies. The candidate they brought, that had their party ticket for governor and deputy, one of them was faulty. He had a fraudulent result. It's not because they did not do their manipulation and he won the election. No, his result gave him out. You know this, and this same person, Nigerians, a lot is going on, served in the Senate of Nigeria and succeeded for the number of years he served as a senator. Okay? Nobody pointed a finger at it because they are not thoroughly and properly screened. But you know one thing with the governorship election, your opponent will not let you rest. He will fish out every skeleton in your cupboard. And then hence, it was discovered that he had a fraudulent certificate. The Supreme Court has no other choice but to declare him defeated. So they've lost one state again in the South. Is left with Edo State. Even the Edo State, there is internal war. The chairman will not allow the Edo State governor to rule. He wants to play godfatherism. The man says, no, I am a grown man. Let me lead the way I have given me the people the mandate. He will not hear of it. Hence the serious rift in Edo State. They are also infiltrating into the Biafra zone, into the people, the great IPOB zone. They are trying to infiltrate. They have brought this man. And guess what? The first word that came from his mouth is not, I'm going to enhance education. I'm going to make sure that roads, that the Imo State have the best roads in Nigeria. That if you travel on Imo State Road, you will not even know that you are on a car. It will be so smooth. He did not say, I will come and make sure that the schools are of international standard. He did not come up to say, I will make sure that Imo State is a state of the art in Nigeria. The first thing he said was, in my cabinet, there will be Muslims. What warrants that? And who bloody cares if in your cabinet there are Muslims? It is because there is an agenda. He's saying it up front. So that by the time he starts displaying it, people will not be able to talk. So Southeast, rise up. Wake up. They are infiltrating into your rights. Remember that they have also lost rivers. So they are seriously losing grounds. Not because people don't just want them, but because of their incompetence. See what is happening in the nation. See for yourself. People, see for yourself and tell me. Insecurity at the very apex, at the peak. It has never been this bad before since independence in Nigeria. Even Nigerian civil war was not as bad as this, as I hear from people. So what is happening? What is happening? When the rats inside the house go and tell the ones outside that we have meat in the house, you should know that there is a feast going on in the house, because the one at home was the one that went to invite the one outside. It is an African proverb. He that has an ear, let him hear. Decode what I'm trying to say. Nigerians, there is a serious battle for the South, the Southeast at large. Please don't allow anybody, don't allow anyone infiltrate on your rights. Stand up, stick up for what is right. Because if you don't do that, they will take your birthright from your very own hand. We keep it real at Apple Line Media. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Thanks for listening. God bless. Bye.